which is interesting. And I think quite a lot of the relationship between Napoleon and Josephine is actually kind of built up from their historical letters back and forth, of which there are quite a number around.
Yeah.
In the military terms, like the grand tactical stuff, they do poorly because they're trying to get it for a simple audience, you know. So like the grand tactical layout of the battles is all wrong. The British fight on the forward slope, not on the reverse slope. You know, Austerlitz is condensed down to one narrow valley. That's not done very well. But the visuals, you know, having that level of budget and attention to detail. So at Waterloo, yeah, the British squares are happening on the forward slope of the hill, which is wrong. But when the battalions march out and form the square and the cavalry goes running around them, the camera is right down there with the action. And to have that recreated like that's very beautiful.
That sounds cool. Yeah,
So
because
you have to view it with a grain of salt.
I thought it was incredibly layered. An old man playing a young man. I mean, just all of it was nonsense. I thought the uniforms were. I mean, there were occasional people like all decked out in appropriate uniforms, but lots of people were in just. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like it was. That is just not the way things went down. I'm having a lot of trouble. I can't find online where, and I just can't get it on Discord. But if somebody could link me to the new module on something other than Discord, I would love to download it. But I can't get it on Discord.
They should have had Francis Ford Coppola make the movie and include Huey helicopters at Austerlitz.
I mean, where's the lake on our map where all these people died?
Well, this is
the
what
whole war was fought on one lake. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, here's Stigler has chimed in because the live stream started a minute or two ago. He says, "Hey, where's the big lake where Nappy fires artillery in the ice to win the battle?" So, I wrote back that the whole map is ice. That's why it's white. So, it's all one giant lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think anytime
roads on the lake, I get it.
Napoleon's Grand Battery shoots, then every hex
I need
at least 4 or 5 increments dead just instantly.
I need a link to the module outside of Discord because I can't find it.
Well, it says that you're.
I can't find the link ever. So sending it to me on Discord apparently is. I mean, I've looked and I cannot find it.
Well,
so.
I mean, but are you in or not, or did you drop out?
Every time I load it, it says that I can't load the map. It's an error. I can't get in.
Huh. Okay.
So if somebody wants to give me a link that I don't have to use Discord on, that would be awesome. But otherwise,
so the link is to, I think Robert's got a Dropbox, right?
Yeah, I need. You can put it in the chat. You can put it anywhere you want on Monday, but I just need a different link to it.
So if you go to the lobby and you click on the,
I can't do it. Okay,
chat?
I just can't do it. I've tried. And
okay, well,
I use Discord on my phone. I don't use Discord on my computer. It's just it won't work for me.
Okay, give me a second.
Give me an email. I don't care. Something.
Why don't you copy it out of the lobby and then email it to him?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Just whatever. I just can't get to it.
Okay. Just
it's frustrating. But
don't panic. Don't panic. All right.
Brennan, the movie's over 2 hours, right? Did it?
Yeah.
You said it kind of dragged.
Well, I mean, the whole thing is very slow. It's all exposition all the way. So, get ready for it and then find the biggest screen you can and enjoy the visuals, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to go see it at the Big Edwards in Newport Beach. And Jim Soto is going to join us, so it should be a good time. So, Robert, where do I find the file in the lobby? Where do I find where it's got it?
It should be at the bottom of the lobby. It says Dead Bob. I submitted on 10/11/6. Um,
So do I click it on yours or?
I can copy link and let me send it to you. Then.
Yeah, just email it to me and then I'll email it to Mitch or you.
Or you could message me it in a messenger. Either way.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. Let me get my fire up Outlook.
Or maybe we're not on 3.7. Or we're not on 3.7. Are we on like the old versions of Vassal?
Yeah, so Vassal has got an update. So I think most of us are playing on version 3.7.5, which is the
okay.
most recent
Right.
version. Yeah.
And the module is 1.21, correct?
Right.
Correct.
And I've got 1.2 and I'm in 3.7, but that should work.
Okay, I just sent it to you. So
Okay. I will look it up and then I will forward it over to Mitch. Let's take a look
Great.
here. All right. Technology is a wonderful thing.
yeah, we needed to
Has
play.
anyone loaded the module yet, or?
Yeah,
Downloaded
I've
it?
got the module up, so I see that you're there, Rob's there, and
Yeah, I
Brennan's
don't
there.
see the module. Well, maybe I'm having the same problem that Mitch is having.
Well, are you able to see the map and stuff, David?
No, not yet.
Huh.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead
it
and
says I got that.
refresh. You might have joined as I was loading the map.
That's possible. I'll just log out and go back in.
That would work
That's
too.
simple. All right.
All right. So, Mitch, I just emailed you a copy of it, and Robert's got the link to, I guess, is it a Google Drive or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's the latest file for it's 1.2.1.
Yes,
Okay,
1.2.1. All right, let's see here. Stigler is saying, I must have missed a good 15 minutes of it doing face palms at the historical gaffes. I'm not exactly a Napoleonic scholar, but I went in with low expectations, though, so overall I enjoyed it. Yes, and Stigler says you need to synchronize, David. So there's...
Yeah, I think I'm in now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that happens sometimes when I'm in the middle of doing something. So, yeah, I mean, our friend Keith, who had played with us here at Austerlitz a while back, I think he's going to go see the movie sometime this week with his son. And so I said to him, hey, I studied Roman history, and when I was watching Gladiator, I was screaming at, at the what? What's Marcus Aurelius doing? What's going on? What? And then you just have to, sit back and go, okay. It's kind of nice to watch, the scene of the Colosseum is really cool, and some of the fight scenes are cool. A lot of the stuff is completely ridiculous, but it is what
I
it
already
is.
heard from one of my friends and colleagues at work who said Napoleon at the beginning witnesses the execution of royalty, which he never did. So there's issues with the anachronisms, but it's okay. It's all making the story.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that is the bulk of it. There, it's moving the story along for whatever it is.
That's Ridley Scott. He did a great job though with Kingdom of Heaven. I thought a lot of it was really to at least my study of the Crusades and the Battle of Hattin and everything else. So,
Well, Blade Runner and Alien are two of my favorite movies all time.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah,
movies.
he's definitely done some good stuff with various and sundry movies, to be sure.
Hopefully, Blade Runner doesn't resemble what our future will be like. But okay.
Well, I think our current future looks way worse than the one that's
Maybe.
We're like,
Maybe.
we'd be lucky if there was a Blade Runner. Be lucky if it was that dystopian, as opposed to our
Man,
current reality. Yeah.
it is not liking this. Let's see. Oh, let's try this one instead.
Well, it says it's trying to send game information to Mitch.
Yeah, I know. It just keeps just spinning. Try this.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Bad data. Let's see.
Well, we see you in the room with us.
Yeah, I can get there, but that's about where it ends. Let's see. Let's try synchronizing again.
Is Dave Pluck still on the road again?
No. He was back. We did our live stream of Colon yesterday evening. And so I said, "Hey, we've got Austerlitz," and he's like, "Hey, great, I'm back and ready to go." So I was expecting him to be here. So I don't know where he's at.
Well, let's see if I can upgrade to 3.75.
Yeah, why don't you do that? I'm going to go grab my phone and try to text David and find out what's up with him. So here, Stigler is saying big maps need something like 1068 megabyte cache. Check your preferences. So, Mitch, what you want to do is go up to File, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And go to Preferences, and then make sure you've got a bunch of...
I'm getting a bad data message.
Oh, you're getting a bad data message. All right, Stigler, tell us what that means. You are the Vassal guru. Okay, I'm going to try to text David. I'll be back in a second.
Oh, I've already got 3.7 loaded. I want to load. Okay, what do I want to do here? It's always a pain to load the new version on my Mac. It's always, I can't remember how it works. Because they just refuse to be a registered developer, so everything is really sketchy as far as the computer cares. Oh, man. Find.
Yeah, I've got my JVM max heap is set at 512.
That's what mine's at.
Yeah. Let's see. Also, if anyone's not using at least Vassal 3.7, he's going to be out of luck.
Yeah, that's what I was running. I can't make that work.
So you need 3.7 and above. So did you download 3.75?
Yeah, I'm just trying to install it. It's like I said, it's a huge pain because they refuse to be a registered developer. I'm not sure what the issue is, but it's a relatively inexpensive thing to do. And then I think it just really discourages a lot of people from using Vassal because they have to bypass security on their computer.
Mm. Yeah, well, I loaded up Vassal and I was going to do a presentation. I did a video yesterday, posted it this morning on how to use skirmishers. I'd had a couple of people who were asking for, a tutorial on that subject, and so I thought, oh, I'll just pull up, our Dresden game from 2 years ago because it's got Grenzers, it's got Fusiliers, it's got Schutzen, it's got Ergerskis, it's got Leger, it's got everything.
Got everything, yeah.
Yeah, and we'd been playing it, so it had stuff actually deployed on the map, and it wouldn't let me load the game with the current Vassal. It's like, nope, you can't do that. It was saved under Vassal, 3.4 or 3.2 or whatever it was that we were playing at the time, and so it wouldn't let me open the module, which I thought was a little odd. So then I could open a brand new game, but I couldn't load a saved game from way back 2 years ago. So that's a little frustrating because it's kind of nice to go back
Got
and
all
you
those
can look
saved
at
games.
yeah you can kind of look back and say, oh, okay, that's where things looked at the time and for me, but
Oh, maybe. Let's see here. Making some progress. We don't have that look. Okay, so we have to open something.
Sorry, gentlemen.
hey, there you are. Had you
Hey, how are
fallen asleep?
I had earlier, and I had kind of just was playing around on my phone, and I'd forgotten all about it. So,
Aha. Well,
Okay, that worked. Apparently 3.70 doesn't work anymore.
yeah, no, that's what Stigler was
Oh,
saying.
so is the lake there by Kobelnitz? Is that where it is?
Yeah, there's a couple of lakes over on I guess the south
That's where
side
all
of the
the
map.
Austrians died, right? It's reflective of our battle.
We just
They just shoveled them all in there, got them on the ice, and broke it. Would it even work to shoot cannonballs at ice to break it up? I don't even know if that works.
mm.
You know what I mean? Because the ice is thick and strong, and it's even flexible. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of give.
You don't need cannonballs. Just watch Alexander Nevsky, and just takes a lot of armor and chainmail and falling through the ice.
I mean, you can drive panzers across the ice.
Stein doesn't make movies anymore, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, it makes for a good story. It's like one of those myths.
Someone was telling me when Alexander Nevsky was being screened, Stalin was in the room and Beria was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And you had poor Sergei Eisenstein, not knowing what would happen if they didn't like the movie. Prokofiev, who did the score, was evidently in New York for
Yeah, he was safe.
concert, so he wasn't too concerned. But in the end, Stalin was just delighted with the movie. So.
Oh yeah, it's a great film.
All right. Well, who are we missing? I think Brennan's now out of the Vassal module. I don't see him here. I only see 5 of us in the module.
I don't know. He just dropped out a minute ago. So,
well, hopefully his internet didn't get knocked out like it did there after that weather phenomenon. He's not here in Discord. So sorry, Mitch, I moved your people around when you weren't
That's
there.
okay.
Yeah. I had no idea what you wanted to do. So
Yeah.
I just like, and so I hadn't looked at all at your side of the map.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, oh, let's shuffle people around. So
That's fine. I'm sure you've done a better job than I would have done. So
I don't know about that. Looking at it afterwards, I'm like, oh, that's probably not so good. Oh, that could have gone better. So it's okay. It'll all get itself sorted out.
hey, we'll either win or we'll lose, right?
Yeah. Or it'll be a draw. Win, lose, or draw. That's always an option. So, but come on, we're the French. We can never have a draw. It's always got to be victory. It's either got to be one or the other.
Yes.
So,
We do expect to see Napoleon out on the battlefield fighting with his sword.
oh yeah, I'm planning on putting him with one of these big, powerful dragoon, 311 dragoon units. Although in the movie it looks like he's charging with 5 guys, so maybe I'll put him with one of the dragoon units that's only got 1 increment left, and have him lead the charge.
Do we have the Mamluks in this? No, they're gone by this
No,
time.
no, we've got Mamluks. They're there,
they're
and they're really good.
I think my most disappointing moment was that Borodino lasts about 7 seconds, and the soul fighting is as a little division of some Cossacks fighting, raiding a supply train. It's like, oh, this is awesome.
Oh no, you give him a.
Think you could carry one of those hand mortars? Oh my God, what do those weigh? I'm like, oh God. And I loved how in Toulon he's recasting bronze cannons into mortars to affect the siege personally, melting down old cannons. And like, oh yeah, he knows the foundry arts.
Apparently so. Well, this is very interesting.
So I just doing a search on Google. It almost seems like you need to keep older versions of Vassal on your computer and use those when you want to use older files.
Stuff that you've. Okay. Well,
that may be true. Yeah. So I've been keeping both as I go forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've deleted the stuff I've had. I have.
Well, when you install, you get an option: either keep the old stuff or not. It's a question it asks you. At least on the Mac, it does.
Right. Well, that's probably the efficiency of the Mac. So
I don't know. Yeah, it's not too happy with Vassal usually.
It just seems like something that they would build backward compatibility with saved files in Vassal. I don't understand why they don't do that.
Well, they are doing it for free, so we can't be too critical.
Well, let's see here. Stigler writes, I always keep the last version that worked and install the newest in addition, the older one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, you can't always keep backwards compatibility.
yeah. Stigler says, even on PC, you get security done before you install it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Stigler, make your charts map windows, not chart windows, so we can zoom in on them.
so this is not Stigler's module. He did some edits
know.
for
I'm
us
saying that,
so we're very grateful for what he did, because otherwise it was a bit of a mess. So we cannot complain. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
fair enough.
Yeah. So yes, anybody who's out there developing stuff.
I don't even understand why they have a chart that you can't add a zoom feature to. It just blows my mind. It's like, why wouldn't that be a good idea?
Yeah. Well, and to be honest with you, I think a lot of the guys that do these modules are are just copying somebody else's module, and then they're just adding stuff in, and so they're not necessarily getting into the nitty-gritty of it. So like the colon module that we're playing, you can't have units straddle the hex side. So
Yeah,
a two
I do
hex
have that
unit, and you're
ability
just
now.
like, oh my gosh. So let's see. Stigler says, I agree with you. I like to be able to zoom in on the charts as well. So yeah.
And he and I go back, and I really appreciate all his help over the years. He's been a great asset for me. So I'm very appreciative of the man.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Well, he's watching, so he's hearing you sing his praises. Well,
He's one of the good
I don't
guys,
know
for sure.
what's up with Brennan. He seems to have fallen off the face of the earth.
Do you have his phone number?
I do not have his phone number, or at least I don't have it handy.
I'll be back in a sec.
Do you have his number, David?
I don't. Perhaps Mr. Plock does.
Yeah. He and I normally
If you
communicate
ever see
via
me not
email
showing
and
up or something,
messenger.
send me a text. That's probably your best way. Otherwise, I don't really check emails.
Yeah, you need to message me your cell phone number again, because I
Sure.
must have. I don't know where it is. I
I'm
was
going to put
trying
it
to
in the
find it
chat
the other
right
day.
now,
Oh, okay, that'll work too.
so you'll have it.
In Discord?
No, just in the chat on the
okay.
bar.
Okay, cool. Let me add it right now. Yeah, because I was trying to reach you the
I know.
last time.
I saw you were, and I was like, oh, I just blew through the alarm. I was in the middle of some homework, and I thought, okay, I can work for 15 more minutes. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, oh, yeah. So next semester, it's calculus and fundamentals of programming in Java, which is what this is built on. So I'm kind of excited.
Oh, okay.
I'll finally understand Boolean operators or Boolean logic.
Boolean logic, right?
Yeah. I understand Boolean operators, but
very-
Boolean logic still throws me for I don't quite understand.
What is it? There's also Bayesian probability or stuff like that. So, all right. Stigler says, don't worry, I have a thick skin. I don't take criticism personally. Too many modules released to the wild to take offense. Yes, indeed. So
Yeah, pretty productive fellow.
Well, and I got a copy of the Mont Saint Jean module, so I got to poke around with that and see if I can break it, or not. But that's all with the updated second edition maps and charts and counters and everything else. So it should be really nice.
That's
so
on
that should
Vassal?
be fun. That's on Vassal, yeah. So the fella who did I think he did the module for Lenny that we played there a few months back with Albert. He then did this. He's doing this Mont Saint Jean one as well. So
Yeah, that's the game that made me dislike the Prussians forever.
Now say Jean or Lenny?
Lenny.
oh yeah, it's a tough one. It's
There's just
tough.
a couple rules that need to be eliminated.
I thought I was going to get a battle of Cheverdino going with the fellow the other day. We were close, but then it just kind of fell apart. I was like, that's my favorite scenario so far.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, and it looks
All
like
right.
Brennan is back too.
Crash, sorry.
That's okay. These things happen. I thought maybe a tree took out your internet again or something.
I hope not.
Okay. All right. Well, are you guys ready to start playing?
I guess.
Okay. Well, good.
Someone
That's-
joined with 3617. Did they get the map loaded and all that, or did that not work? Or it could be somebody that's not even
Well, I don't know.
11. Whoever's 11.
That's Brennan. So, Brennan, do you have the map?
You
Can
can
you
see everything fine.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome.
All right.
Right.
Well, good. Then I guess we can play.
So
Might be a reflection of 3.7. I mean, the 1.21 as opposed to the 3.7, whatever.
Right.
where are we, anyways?
So this is the Austrian 1:20, or not the Austrian, but the Allied 1:20 p.m. turn. And this is the Battle of
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah. This is the Battle of Austerlitz.
The Battle of Talavera, right? Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Well, coalition, I guess, do we need a few minutes here?
Probably a good idea since we
Yeah.
didn't have a chance early on.
Is this
Okay.
Eric?
Yes.
I'm just going to flash a unit in my section. Is this unit properly placed, or is that illegally placed?
Which one? Those guys? They
he
should
be facing a hex?
they should be
Oh.
facing a hex side. Yeah,
Okay,
because they're in general order.
That's what I thought. There we go.
All right. So we got a lot of contact. Now we'll have to see what they decide to do, if they want to just keep slugging it out or keep bending.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to see what they do. If they pull back in some places, they are, they're going to suffer some opportunity shots as they retreat. It's just a case to see what they want to do, or they're going to pull back. Who knows?
There's a bunch of flashes.
There are flashes.
That
The
is not us.
flashes
So
are
they must be-
always.
they're talking,
That's
they're
not
talking
us.
about something.
Yeah. I'm sure they're trying to figure out what they want to do. So, yeah, they're in a little bit of a bind. So, but they will, I'm sure they'll figure things out. Stigler asks, how is the battle going so far versus historical? So, that's a great question, Stigler. It is not at all a historical. The Allies, hysterical, no. Historical, no. The Allies went with a very different strategy. Instead of attacking the various and sundry villages out on, I guess, the French right wing, and kind of pushing there.
Yeah, they didn't take Napoleon's bait.
They did not. They instead consolidated into sort of a hedgehog defensive position, kind of where they are now. Kind of here anchored on, I guess, their left wing is anchored there at the vineyards. They had themselves kind of then stretched out from Blasowitz over towards Holobitz and the road to Austerlitz. So they kind of had set up this very defensive position. And then what's happened is we've been poking holes in it in places and causing some havoc, to put it mildly. And so they're in a little bit of a bind because some of their different defensive stuff has gotten out of position where it's in a spot that's precarious, to put it mildly. And as a result, then they are, potentially in trouble. So it's totally different strategy with what they decided to do.
It looks like they're trying to set up maybe a defensive perimeter on that hill.
Yeah. So
Do you have experience with the old Avalon Hill game, War and Peace?
War and Peace.
We played
Yes,
that.
yeah. We played that quite a bit back in the day. We would play like multiplayer game versions of it and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's kind of like a Napoleon version of Victory Games, Civil War.
Yeah.
Where you're moving around increments left and right.
Yeah. I don't know that I mean, I can't remember too much. It's been so long. I did get the updated version that came out, gosh, probably 5 years ago. And then
Let's
it
say more.
was, yeah. And then it got reprinted a couple of times. So I actually
Who
have it.
did the reprint?
The same fellow who designed it back in the day.
Oh.
So he went and he had like a Kickstarter thing. So newer graphics and all kinds of stuff.
I did like
And
the old school counters in that game. They're real simple.
yeah,
They're really beautiful.
Yeah.
As are these, but that's a completely different scale, right?
yeah. So he redid the game, and of course the rules had gone through a number of iterations. If you subscribe to the General Magazine, there were all kinds of updates to War and Peace to make it, better, iron out a lot of the problems with it, stuff like that.
I can't remember the name.
Is it the one with the cards?
No, War and Peace had.
There's one of the Avalon Hill games that they're playing games where you could do like inflate right, inflate left, frontal assault, recon and force. They were like you played a card before you did the battle.
I don't recall that with War and Peace. I'm not sure which game that might have been.
War and Peace was more like you recruited increments in your home country. You moved them around with generals. I can't remember the naval rules though for that game.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's, as I said, it's been 40 years since we played it. I mean, a long, long time. And so this newer one I haven't played. Yeah, but it looks really nice. So it looks like it got a serious redo as far as with the looks of it. Stigler says tactical cards, that was 1776.
I thought there was a Napoleon game where they did that as well.
Yeah. Mark says War and Peace is a wonderful game, but not Civil War. That's true. Yeah, Civil
War kind of had the same kind of mechanic where you had the individual increments and generals moving them around.
Yeah. So Mark says 7th edition of War and Peace is coming soon with cards and more from the same designer. And he also says 1776 was the one that had those kind of tactical cards that you're thinking about, Mitch.
Okay, I just remember using it with Prussians, and I remember the time I would just play the retreat every time because I was overpowered every time, but I could just retreat always and sort of survive. And keep fussing with him, just kind of move up on him and lock him up and then retreat.
Rinse and repeat.
It seemed to be a tactic that worked pretty well back in the day.
Right.
Somebody's playing online now on the Facebook right now and posting images of it over the last couple of months.
Did somebody move Berthier?
Yeah, somebody moved somebody there, that 715.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what. They clicked on it?
I thought he changed his spacing, but I'm not sure.
Oh, there's more stuff flashing. Flashing everywhere. Oh.
Well, I had some great success with 2nd Panzer Division in Normandy the other day. That was pretty exciting. They stood their ground against some heavy assaults.
Cool.
American firepower in that game is unbelievable.
Which game is that?
We're playing Goss, the Atlantic Wall.
Oh, Atlantic Wall.
Playing one of the middle scenarios. July of 44.
I think we have that monster game of Normandy. What was that one that Avalon Hill put out?
The Longest Day or D-Day? Yeah, there were a couple.
They did The Longest Day. I did a redo of the map of that. I might build a module on one of these days. That was one of the larger projects I've ever participated in. Because that map's a dog. I think it was just a playtest map if you look at it closely, and they just said we don't have the resources to redo that map. And it's interesting. So there was obvious. The reason I say it was a playtest is he's got like different sized cities on the original map,
Right.
but there's no rules for it. They're just all the same.
Right.
Which he was thinking of something because he got about 6 different sizes of cities, and so some sort of complexity was going on in one of the earlier rules, but there was never a map to redo those.
All right. Well, they've had about 10 minutes to chat, so I'm going to pop down there and give them a heads up. Hey, guys, you've had about 10 minutes. You want to wrap it up?
We're trying.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Or we can just still start eliminating leaders with the.
Or cannon.
Emperor
Let's see
first.
cannon off the board.
there you go.
There
Just
you
go ahead and remove them one at a time. Beep, beep, beep. So,
There's an ability to build in timers into the newer versions of Vassal. That would be something that would be handy, particularly if you're playing this game where you are playing time moves. If we were all looking at the same clock,
right.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Can you have?
And I think they're kind of like
timers
chess blocks.
based on the person.
Hmm?
Or, can you have multiple timers based upon which?
I think you
side?
could build more than one timer into it. I haven't looked at it that closely, but I think it would just be adding another, little subset of the module.
Yeah, I remember seeing something about like a chess clock kind of a thing.
It was one of the new features of 3.7.
Right.
I think. Could have been late 3.6, but I think it was 3.7.
Yeah. And I think for like time movement, that works pretty well. Because you definitely have that for the.
Well, it can make any game playable. Like if you're going to play like the Russian campaign and you want to play it in a day, each person gets like 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Right.
Use your time wisely.
Play Fire in the East.
There you go. Fight. Yeah. Fight's a classic. There's a series with a little drama.
Yes. No,
Under
I wouldn't
development. Hey,
mind.
they're movement guys again.
I wouldn't mind trying some of those GDW games on Vassal.
Mm-hmm.
You
they-
played. Which one did you play on? Didn't you play one on Vassal, Eric? Narvik.
No. I mean, we played Narvik in person. I had the
With Jim.
with Jim. Yeah, we set it up. And so he had, I think, the newer rules that had come out. I had the original map and stuff, and we had Narvik, which was the copy that you and I played back in the day, and he had the updated one that had came out, I don't know, 10 years or more later, called Storm Over Scandinavia or something like that. And or Norway Fights On. It was something like that. And so it had the counters were maybe a little bit different, but the rules were a little bit more straightforward than what the old ones had been. So.
Okay.
I think Thursday I'm going to start Invasion Norway with a guy. That's exciting.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's a game system I'd like to learn.
All right, we're back.
Hooray.
Right on.
Good. Well, that cut into your movement time, so we're just ready now for fire combat.
And we only had to delete 3 counters.
You deleted 3 counters. Okay.
There you go.
2 cannon and 1 leader. I hope that's okay.
That's
This
it.
is
No
a small
problem.
penalty.
Yeah, as long as it's the czar. So, all right. Well, cool. So, question is, do you guys have any cavalry charges?
No.
Nice.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, then I guess there's no cavalry charges.
The French hussar got flipped over in the center.
Yeah.
A French hussar got flipped over in the center. Somebody was spying on him.
No.
There we go.
Oh.
I
Oh,
thought he turned.
you know what
facing
happens is when you guys sometimes, and I've done this accidentally myself, when you're hitting the little flashing stuff
Yep.
and you hit a counter, then sometimes it moves it.
Flip it.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like stabbing at the board with your tweezers. It's bound to make a mess sometimes.
Yeah, we may need those numbers anyway, so I guess it doesn't hurt.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and are we going to break into? So, David, are you still kind of covering the center of the
Area.
universe?
Yeah, same area.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Well,
we could do the center first, and then we could move to the wings.
no, I mean, so you, we break into our different rooms. So there's no cavalry charges. So David and Rob are going to go do things on that side until David needs to do stuff that affect my troops, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
we'll do up to Blazowitz and then
yeah.
switch over.
So, Mr. Miniere, why don't you and I go down to game room 1? We'll do stuff in your sector, and then we'll deal with stuff on the other sectors as it affects my troops, per se.
Okay, Dave, I'll see you at 2.
All right, David. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
Good. Are you ready to start your move?
I think so, yes.
Okay. So where do you want to start first?
Well, one question that I had is, when you can roll to a limber, not that I'm necessarily going to be doing any of this,
Right.
the roll to limber up, if you fail it, you can still move the artillery, prolong it, correct?
Yeah, we have been fairly generous in that regard where, hey, you try to limber, and if you do, great. If not, then you can still prolong.
Okay, I'm going to start moving then.
Okay. So you got about 7 minutes here. So where do you want to start first?
I've already started. I prolonged the batteries, some batteries up.
Where are you at?
I am right here.
Oh, okay. Those guys over there. Okay. Cool.
And here I'm going to go that, and then like that, like pay a point and then go here.
Okay.
Okay. Now I got to remember my control keys. This cavalry over to here.
Mhm.
Facing that.
Okay.
Start down here on the bottom and moving some cavalry up.
Okay.
They can get to here.
So
Now I'm going
let's
to
see.
take this cavalry and
4,
move
5,
it back.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm withdrawing
13.
from your zone of control.
Okay, let me take a shot at you. I've got
Yep.
5 to 1.
That would be about right. It might even be
Okay,
more.
that's a single hit.
Okay, hold on.
So make a morale
Okay,
check.
now I'll roll for morale.
Yep. And they
36
pass.
should be good enough. Over like that.
Okay.
Okay, what's what I need to do?
Oh, actually, David, so when you moved, this guy was
Where?
here, and where did he go? He moved here?
There, yeah, and then
Okay. So
so
when he moves here, I'm going to opportunity charge him.
okay, sure, okay. Oh,
Okay.
but even when I'm adjacent to you, you can do that.
Yep. So I'll move there.
Okay. And then I'm just done moving these with these two here. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that then in our phase.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Where else are you at?
Okay, I'm over here.
Okay. Over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would go with 7 minutes. If I stop and do too much, I'm going to forget what the hell I'm doing and bring great shame and. Okay, I'm right there now.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to be in 2 hexes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta find my. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to move this. Okay, you can do an opportunity charge on me if you want. I'm right here, and I'm going to move back.
No, as long as he's moving out, I can't opportunity charge him.
Oh, I thought if I was within 2 and I did any movement within 2. Okay.
Well, I guess what? I guess if you turned to, because you have to turn to go that direction, right?
Right.
So when you
right.
about face, then I could opportunity charge you. So that's what I would do.
Okay. So should I put him back?
Yeah, put him back.
Okay.
All right, let's see if I can even do it. I might not. Nope, you get away.
Well, this guy. Leaving. He's going here.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, he's going to have to shift in another direction. So you would, I believe, be able to try it here.
Right. So as that guy turns his back to me, is that what you're saying?
Actually, I'm going to leave him here. I'm going to leave him there.
Okay. You got about another minute to go.
Okay.
So are we forming them into column?
No. I got to move him back. Hold on. Okay, let me see here.
So did you move somebody into that hex?
No, it
Oh,
was
okay.
something already there. I just was shifting him around, but left it the way it was.
Oh, okay.
Right? Let me see here. Leave them alone. Okay, Eric, how much time do I have?
You're about up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's wait and see what goes on, because we've only got defensive fire in.
I think 1 or 2 spots.
Yeah, we got defensive fire here and defensive fire here.
That's David's area.
Oh, these guys are David's?
Yeah. That's why I put him back the way it was.
Oh, okay. All right. So then I'm only seeing defensive fire with you, with your units here, right?
That would be it, yeah.
Okay.
He's going to dissolve, so I might as well just move him without.
Yeah, I don't think he's, I mean, I've got 22, 43 to
just
9.
go.
I've got 5 to 1.
Go ahead and roll the dice, though, just for
I don't think
your
you
own
can-
satisfaction.
Yeah, it's automatically dead. 16.
You know, it seems like these minutes last longer when we're playing on the board.
All right, yeah, he's toast.
Oh, he's
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll take him off
I
and
moved
put him
him,
on
so-
the turn
I
sequence.
just shifted him over. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
pile up his little dead body. He's part of the whose group? It looks like he's part of Bagration's force. So all right. Well, did you have at least? Well, it looks like you've got one thing to fire.
well, I've got a number of our batteries that can fire. Are we at that point? Are you ready to do that?
I don't know. I mean, everyone should be done moving at this point, but I still see people moving.
Yeah.
So
Those tiny batteries. So if you think we should start, we can start.
well, if you've got your fire stuff ready, I suppose you could start.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here is. Oh, that's interesting what he's doing there. Okay.
Well, actually, let's wait because I think we'll find out
Okay.
if David is moving some other stuff.
Do it all at once. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go up to where Brennan's at.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna, if he's combined, he'll have a firepower of, was it
Hey guys.
12 or 15? Or 12 or 16?
It's 12 combined.
12 combined. Okay, so 12 combined or 6 against guns. So that'd be 1 to 1.
If they
you're
shoot off
probably
to the
stacked.
side against the guns have a fire defense of 6 with their infantry. That'll be
Yeah.
a 1-to-1.
Do I get some bonuses for increments?
Not in this one.
Okay, so no density modifiers.
Not really. Not in this one. Because the guns are not counted as heavy. They're just
Oh, they
like
don't take up any
infantry, and
space. I
there's-
get it.
Yeah,
They-
there's
they just
nobody there.
free stacking all those guns. I get it.
Well,
All right, 1 to 1
the
against
guns are only worth so they're worth whatever they are, but you still have to have more than 9 increments to get a plus on the roll.
More than 9 or 9?
You'd have to have more than 9.
All right, 1 to 1. No effect. We'll do a 1 to whatever it is on the other one. That's probably hit on the other.
Is that the 5-7?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And then we're going to do 2 to 1 against. We'll do the this one.
Okay, who's firing at it? Okay, yeah, 2-to-1.
No
There's a lot
effect.
of explosive fireworks, I think.
And now we'll do this guy. Should be 1-to-1 here.
Good.
There's a hit.
Good job.
And then we'll do the other half of that against this guy in the open on the inflight, I guess.
Well, so he's got to make a morale check.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, he passed.
32 is good enough.
It's
Oh,
morale
here's-
is 26.
Here's the other one. 34 is probably not going to cut it.
Nope.
And I don't think I have anybody else adjacent to you, do I?
I don't think so.
Two hits, not terrible.
Yep.
Nice.
Mhm.
Hey, David, how are you doing?
Let me stop the clock. Doing fine.
So,
Not
you've gone well over time.
No, we haven't. We're only at 3. We were talking for a little
Oh,
bit.
okay, okay.
No, we paused for a while and then we did some other things. So
Oh,
he's still
okay,
got-
okay.
He's still got 4 minutes left, about 4:22.
All right. No worries then.
Okay. So, all right. I'm starting the clock back up here. All right. And all right. So that went back. Where do I want this? He's going down. All right. So let's put him over here. No, I don't want him there. Never. Oh. I don't remember where he was. Let's come out of skirmish. I don't want to be in skirmish. We can't. I don't want to. All right. So. Where does he want to be?
Which is
He can fire through the skirmishers.
oh, that's a good question. Let's check the line side. Oh, yeah, you got to shoot the skirmishers. Okay, so they'll combine on the skirmishers. They have 2-to-1 on the skirmishers.
You have a leader.
Yeah, +2. That's a hit on this guy.
And he's an even roll on the morale checks.
Yeah. All right, now I think it makes sense to move over here and do this.
Before you do the middle guys in between.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me do a quick estimate of the odds here. 12 plus 36 is 48. That's 4-to-1 here.
Is there a limited number of the infantry that can compete? Okay, because all right, never mind.
It's 4 increments per hex plus the artillery. In Regs 30, you prorate it, but in this one, you don't.
I got to tell you, I'm hating the artillery in this game a lot.
Yeah, it's
absurd.
It doesn't ricochet. They trade off as it doesn't. Premier is more primitive and simplified than all the
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
it's
the Marie Louise if we get to that.
course. So these two will shoot at this. They have 12 and 12 is they have 48 versus your 12. That's 4-to-1 and it's shifted, so it's 5-to-1 for canister. That's a hit on this one.
Okay. And I think he consolidates into one hex.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, if he's only got 3 increments, yeah.
Now this battery will fire at this. That's 36 against 9. is 4-1, and it's shifted for canister, so it's 5-1. That's also a hit here.
Okay.
Yep. Now this unit, probably with the other one, this has 32 plus 335. That's not quite 3-1.
Can you put cannons in the woods?
You can't push. Yeah, I don't remember. Look at the stacking
Can't
chart.
go into.
Oh, but it's just a,
32.
okay. I'm sorry.
So this unit will shoot here.
Okay.
It has 32 versus 12 is 2-1.
It's 2.5 to 1.
2.5 to 1 shifted up, so it's 3-1. That's a hit there. And then the white battalion and the Russian will fire 15 at this. What's the fire defense of this skirmisher?
You get
14.
to fire from your flank?
It's a refused flank, so it's because of the zone of control.
Oh,
in the
Jesus
hex, so it's-
Christ. Jesus Christ. This is
It's the premier
ridiculous.
thing.
Fuck. This is my last go at this game. Rule set.
They missed.
This
I
is
think that does it.
silly.
All right, David,
You
you
know,
had
it's a-
some
it's a-
some shots.
Guys in column for refuse a flank for the guys online. I don't
But
get it.
it
I don't
looks
get it.
like
I
it
don't get it.
Didn't actually move it.
It's simplified.
Or they're in general order and they're just, yeah, give me a break.
They're not, whoever wrote that rule wasn't trying to do an accurate simulation. They were trying to give an approximate game thought about that time.
Whatever. That's silliness.
Is it possible to have moved a unit and then knocked off the moved label?
To move a unit and knock off them?
Because I had a unit that I here. When this unit. I had him right here. Like this.
I don't know.
Weird.
Where did he end up getting moved to?
By right here. I must have drug him or something.
It could have been an accident during the moves.
Well, this is where I want it. For sure.
Okay.
All right. Artillery. The pea shooters are going to shoot first. Okay, so we have 4 and 4. Actually, we'll do 4 to 14.
Where are you firing, David?
I'm firing from here to there.
Okay, so you've got 4. So which one? You're firing at this hex here. So this hex here is firing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 1 to 3 shot with a +1
David,
for
if
your
you
leader.
combine the two of them, you'll have
I can
8
combine them
versus.
though. I can combine them.
If you combine them, you have 8 versus 12 fire defense, 1 to 1.5. That's not bad.
Okay, that's 4 plus 4 though. 8 to yeah, we'll fire it at here. Both of these.
Okay, so 1 to 1.5 with a +1.
Nope.
That's a miss. Okay.
Okay, now here we'll fire to here.
Okay, so you've got
14,
28 to 9, so you've got 3 to 1.
that'll be 1,
That's
maybe
good for
2.
a hit. All right, let me make a morale check for those boys. 22. Let's see what they're worth. We got a +4 for duet. That's going to make it a 26. And they're a 24, so they pass. Okay.
And there's 4, and then there's 4. Okay, there's going to be a total of 8 going here.
Okay, so you've got 8 to 9, 1 to 1.5 with a +2 for Schwarzenberg. 66. That is a palpable hit. Okay. What else have you got?
Okay, now we're over to here.
Okay.
And that will be a total of 33 on this guy.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what we got here. A 53.
So that's going to be 3 to 1. That's another single hit. And let me make a route check for those guys. And they're happy, I presume, or maybe not. Let's take a look. Nope, they're happy. All right.
And I do believe that's it, Eric.
Cool. All right, let's see what David is up to over on his part. Are there, so we do have the 1 assault over here.
Yes.
So we want to go ahead and do that while we're in the
We can.
neighborhood.
Let's see what we have. The base of 40. 13.
So that's about
Looks like it's
3
a 1 to
each.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a 1-to-1, Eric. What do you think? I'm doing fast math here. I may be wrong.
So you've got
Are you
33
doubled
to
for heavy
my
cavalry?
25. And so then you're doubled because you're heavy versus my light. So it's going to be a 2 to 1.
Oh, yeah, the doubling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. 46.
46 at 2 to 1 is a DD. So that is going to be enough to get them to route. So let's go ahead and do an increment loss. And let's go ahead and mark them as routed. All right. So we're going to go. The easiest way to go is over the top of one of these poor guys on the way back. So let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let me put him there. Good. Now they have to make a morale check with a -6 for cavalry and infantry stacked together. And we pass.
Didn't disturb them in the least.
Yeah. All right. You need to advance into the hex that was just vacated, which is this one here. And then you're going to be marked
No,
as...
you're the one who...
You're the attacker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's in
And so then you're going to be marked as
Tired.
tired. Yep.
And you reorient going in, turn left.
Nope. He's where he is. So he just advances into the hex the way that he was facing.
Yep.
All right. Now let's go. I got to go join David Plock.
Well, you know, one thing that I could have done, Eric,
What's that?
this guy could have fired on the...
Oh, yeah. He's got his little skirmish thing. So it's
Yeah.
a 1 to 3 skirmy.
Nope.
Nope, not enough. Okay. All right. Let's go join Robert and David then. Hello, gentlemen.
That's
Hello.
a hit.
That's a hit.
And since we're French, we got to take it. Morale check. So let's see. 54. We're happy.
And so we got 12 there, and we got those 2, so they're 8. So 20 on 3 to 1 on that.
Okay. Marshal So has shields around him. Energy
Yes.
shield.
And this is 8 against 6. 1 to 1. My shooting has been horrendous.
This one I know you'll definitely take casualties with. I'll take some casualties with.
56 against 9 there.
Okay. 9 times.
It's 64. 6 to 1.
9 times 7 is 56.
No.
Right?
9 times
You
6 is 54.
He's got
right?
28 and 28. So it's a 6 to 1.
Yeah.
So it's 6 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 to 1.
Uh,
Oh, right, yeah. 9
So a
times
26.
It's just made a 2.
30. So you got to roll to 33?
And so you take 2 hits there.
Yeah, 2 hits. Not much left of them. They have to make a morale check. And they lost, they're over half.
Right.
So it's
the
minus 6.
6. Correct.
36.
I'm sure they're fine.
Now, they're not going to be in 1 hex. So they're going to
Oh,
shrink
not
into
anymore.
that hex. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're okay. They're 25, so okay. Just less of them. Okay. That's it.
Okay. And then, Eric, you've got some defensive fire up here.
Apparently so. Yeah. So
Dave, did
let's
you
see
move
here.
everything up there?
Yep.
Okay, you did. Okay.
All right. We've got the. That's infantry. Okay, and that's cavalry. So we'll fire 2 to 1 here on your ponies. We'll have a +3 on the die roll. Here we go. That's probably going to be good enough for a hit. Yep. So single hit on them and a morale check. They're very happy.
Very
All right,
happy.
but we need to update their tired markers so they won't be able to recover for another turn. So let me go ahead and just clone a marker so we know. Okay. Let's see what else. Then we got these 2 guys here. We'll fire here, so we'll have a 2 to 1 shot on those guys, and that's good for a hit. All right, and then we've got a 1 to 1 shot there, and that's a miss. All right, and then here we've got 16 to 9, so 2.5 to 1.5 to 1. And that's a miss.
All right. So I can do 12 and 8. 20. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Well, all right. Let me start over here at the. Okay, so he's got 8 against 9, I guess.
Okay. Yep. 1 to 1.5.
No.
Nope.
And these two against that, so that's 20 against 9.
So it's 2 to 1. Nope.
My shooting has been atrocious. And boy, didn't move those guys at all. What do we got here? We got 4.
You're going to have 8 to 9, another
9.
1 to 1.5.
1.5, yeah. No.
Nope.
In there. All right. So that's the firing.
All right. Are there any assaults?
Are there any assaults? I think that's very smart. Nope, I think that's good. All right. So I guess we're in a recovery phase, right?
Yes. So we've got a lot of rolling to do. So let's maybe start over on your end of the map and then work our way from left to right. So with units that are routed first.
Okay, so we'll start with this guy over here, I guess. That's my first. This way.
You got some down here too.
Yeah, I know.
I'm starting on the far right and working left.
Okay. So I'll do this one there, whatever we bump. Nope, he
Nope.
continues to route. And so what are those? Those are
They look like they're musketeers, so they're probably going to move it. 7.
yeah. 1, 2, 3.
But they're not going to go that way because there's cavalry, French cavalry down here.
Well, I can go through the woods, right?
Now you have to go through the least expensive or least expensive movement terrain first.
These are strange rules. They don't make
I'm
sense.
finished over on the far right. Everything else is somebody else's.
So you're gonna make me go over the artillery, right?
Yeah, that would be the way that you'd go. So from here, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. You'd end up over that way. And just make a morale check for those guys. And they're happy.
But isn't he moving toward?
So there's French cavalry down on this south side.
I know that.
Yeah. So
They clearly can't see what's going on. Neither party. I don't know. That's just a strange rule to me.
I think that's a complaint against all the rule sets.
yeah, actually they're all the same in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, they're afraid of things they can't see.
Yeah. This one.
But a retreat is a movement in a direction that you think or you feel is safe. I don't know.
Or logical in any
You
sense.
can house rule it if you don't like it.
Yeah.
I think
So
Regs 30
those
is
guys
slightly
recover.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, there's some differences here. Right.
What's it? What am I? Oh, what did I delete there? Delete. Okay. And this one there.
Which one was that you rolled for?
That was this one right there.
So he's got a -10 for, because -6 for being routed, -4 for being on a level. So he's just got a -8 altogether. So a 44, that's going to go down to a 34.
32?
Down to a 32. They should pass if they are
31.
31. Just barely did it.
Is it any one hex formation?
No, they come back in column.
Column? Okay.
Yeah.
So some of them are the, whatever. This one here. Oh, there.
Well, there you go. So bad firing rolls, but really good morale recovery rolls.
Those may be even more valuable.
Generally speaking, they are.
More bodies you can throw back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what it's boiling down to.
All right. This guy here.
Oh, they're happy.
That's where Alexander is. So
Mm-hmm.
I get those Orthodox priests over there too.
Yeah, they need the icon of Smolensk.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we had fun with that at Moscow.
What did it achieve, Eric?
So the Russian players were using it to, I guess, help them rally their troops.
I think anything that's PGD goes immediately to disordered if it's within a certain number of hexes.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It was like a -9 on your roll, or it becomes disordered instead of routed, or something like that. Yeah, I think it was. They go from being routed to disordered because it was a Mariliwi rules where you could be disordered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this guy over there.
Yep,
Probably
there's another one.
upgrade. So he is, yeah, no, he's not half, so.
Yeah, but even with that roll, and you got Kutuzov there too. You got these guys. I don't know who they're at. Those guys are half dead. They've got a -12.
So, okay. That's just okay. Which one? Oh, that one up there.
Yeah, these guys.
Okay, let's see if I.
That's going to be a 25.
Yeah.
Nope, they fail.
And they don't have anybody with them anyway. All right, so there are. There are 7, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep, that'll work.
Now, did anybody do these others over here?
No, I don't think we have.
I
Well,
didn't. I
and
did
there's these
about 2 or 3 units on
Cossacks
the
down
forward.
here.
Right. Do the Cossacks. No. So
Yeah, so they need to keep running.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, and I got one. Okay, I got one up here.
Yep. 53. That should probably be good. He's got a minus. He's got a minus 12. He's got a minus 4 for being on a level, but he's got a plus 3. So he's got a minus 13 altogether. So that's going to knock down to a 30,
35, 45. Yeah.
32. That's good enough. He's going to pass.
This is really, I'm deleting it, and it's like I had 3 of them on there or something. I had to delete 3 times to get rid of it. That was weird. Okay. Dave, you want to do these 4 over here?
Sure. Okay, Eric, what do I need?
Just roll.
Just roll.
62.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So he's what's left of him is back to fight another day.
Okay, the next one, let's do a roll first.
Here, we got to put him in.
A 54. Yeah, he's got to be in column.
Yeah.
54 on that one.
That should be good. That's going to translate down to a 34. So unless you've got some
I think that's good enough.
really terrible people, which I doubt.
Well, we have a few of those. Okay, right here.
All right, he's been done.
He's already been done.
Okay.
So it's this guy
Right
here
here.
and this guy here. Yeah.
We'll do this one first.
Okay. 42 becomes a 32. I don't know what his morale is. Those are those Austrians.
Those Austrians.
Generally better.
Those Austrians.
Oh, what happened?
Undo.
Oh, yeah.
That's one way for us to clean up stuff.
He is a
31. He
31.
just barely passed by the skin of
He
his
makes-
teeth.
He's got to go into column.
And one more here.
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
34. He's got a minus 12, so that's going to be a 14. So I think it's safe
We
to
have
say that
nobody in
he is
our-
going to continue to route.
He continues to go.
Yep.
I can put him.
Oh, you could keep sending him kind of back this direction. Remember, the marsh is just treated as clear hexes.
7. So it would be right here.
All right.
All right, I got 3 disorders over here.
Okay, cool.
That one. Nope, he
Yeah.
routes. And you're going to make me go over the artillery again.
Hey, I'm
aren't
not
you?
making you do anything.
Yeah, well,
You're the one who blew the roll. What are you talking about? If you rolled something better, I mean, come on.
Here's the artillery's roll. Hey, this artillery is fine. And this guy here.
52, that should be fine. He's half dead, so that's a -6. He's on a level, that's -4, so that's -10. He's
Nice.
so -13, but even then, with a 52, he should be good enough.
It'll be 32.
Yeah, and those guys have got morales in the 20s.
Yeah. Delete.
And they go into column.
And this guy.
They're doubles disordered.
45. What is
So
it?
he's going to have a
Minus
-9 at least, and then I don't know which group he's with. If he's on a level, that's KU. Yeah, he's on a level, so that's going to be -13. So that's going to be a 24. And he's a 24, so he's going to rout.
He has to go over the artillery too. So.
No.
Just for fun.
Just for fun. All right. So this guy didn't move, so his exhausted comes off.
Yep.
This guy did not move, so his exhausted comes off. This guy moved less than half, so his tired comes off.
Okay.
And this guy didn't move, so his exhausted is going to come off.
All right, and then my heavy cavalry up here moved less than half, so it's going to be just tired.
Actually, he was supposed to just turn around. That doesn't make any sense for him to be. That's where he was supposed to be. All right. I think that's everything over here.
All right. Well, that wasn't a bad turn for you guys. You got a lot of stuff recovered.
Yeah.
So
Nice recovery rolls, folks. That was really great.
yeah.
wish
That
I could
certainly
have-
made up for the
Lack
the-
of damage I did.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, and as I was saying, to be honest with you, it's better to get your troops back, than not. You might do an extra increment of damage here or there, but if you're on a level or things are falling apart, that's much more problematic. So
You're running further away. Yeah.
exactly. Okay. Well, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and we've got everything else done, taken care of, etc. So
What's the turn of Grant?
yeah, we need to advance the turn marker to the 140 turn, which I've just done. So we got that taken care of. And let's see, is there anything else? Nope, that should do it. All right, I'm going to save. Oh, actually, I'm going to hit the move marker, remove all the move markers.
I did that already.
Oh, you already did that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll save the game. Okay.
Save game as. All right.
Good job.
Austerlitz. So, Brandon, we on for Wednesday?
Yeah, Talavera.
Who are you guys playing? It's just the two of you playing each other, or you have some other guys you're up against?
Actually, we're teamed up against a couple other fellows.
Ah, okay. And are you playing the French or are you playing the Allies?
We're the Allies. I'm the Spanish and Brennan's the British. So,
Okay. Well, what are the French players doing? Are they picking on one or the other of you?
they kind of went. Well, they didn't go for the hill.
Okay.
They went for the village, and the one division is kind of hitting the British up there, and not. They're recoiling right at the moment and trying to regroup. and the other division is just at the edge of the town, kind of trying to get in a little bit, but the Spanish are putting up a resistance. So,
Cool. What rule set are you guys playing?
Regs 30.
Okay. How are you liking it, David?
I do like it. So
Nice.
There we go. You got a convert.
You know, it's interesting. The mechanics in each rule set version are somewhat different, but by and large, they have a really similar flow of sort of, I mean, you get the point of Napoleonic warfare in all the different editions.
Hmm.
The more I look at
In,
this,
uh,
the more I don't think that this sort of free form action is at all representative of what the units were capable of doing.
No,
It
this
seems
is
like every print that I look at is the units are in large groups of men, not ever strung out like this.
yeah. No, this is beer and pretzels, kind of. It's a game, right?
Mhm.
You know, the fact that I mean, just take a look over to like where Brennan's at. He's got, you know, Russian guard here, 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 here. You know,
Right.
they're spread out all over the map. And, you know, it's not much better for the French, where we've got, you know, Unado's division is here and here and here. Yeah, it's all over the place. And so everything is just a big jumbled mess. And so that's what you get when you don't have to worry about command control issues. I think if we were to play this again using something like 5th edition or Regs or Marie Louise, it would be a significantly different game because, you know, you're only going to have Napoleon's only has a pretty short range as far as who he can have activated as a corps. And so you're only going to be able to have maybe Bernado's corps and Soul's corps in command from Napoleon at one time, or Bernadotte and Lannes corps kind of thing. But you're not going to be able to get Bernadotte, so and Lannes and Davout's corps all active at the same time. So you're going to have to spend your maneuver units, you know, your command points differently. And then your cavalry is not going to be all over the place. It's going to be concentrated wherever, you know, based same thing on the command. So instead of having stuff spread all over the place, and then for the Russians, I'm not sure what the command. I think it's by column. So you have the different columns are their own separate kind of division, and so I don't know. I don't think that the Allies have. I mean, they have a finite number of command points. And so therefore maybe they could activate, you know, 4, maybe 5 of their columns, and or, you know, their cavalry. So the battle that we have going on right here would not be possible with a different rule set.
The tactical fighting is quite similar in that, you know, you're looking for what are the terrain positions, where are the artillery lines of fire, where are the defensible and attackable positions. That's quite similar, but the structural requirements are different.
Yes, yeah. Those particulars are going to be different, to be sure. All right.
In Talavera, in Talavera, it's interesting. The Spanish in the clear terrain just get swept away. There was some early action with the French just chasing the Spanish completely out of the clear ground. But once they're in the town, it really reverses the situation, and then the French are struggling.
Well, and that's because them being in general order, they don't have to make those extra morale checks. And as I recall, the Spanish don't have the best of morales.
Nope.
In Regs 30, there's a, the melee has to be done from a long distance to get the momentum.
Yep. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And then the Spanish also have the advantage of when they're defending in the town, they get a +6 to their morale, and when the French are attacking in the town, they have a -6.
Ah, so it's going to be tough to take the town, if not impossible, potentially.
But
Makes
that's the
sense.
question is, can you get traction into the heavy town?
Yeah, well, considering if the movement cost is say 3,
It is.
yeah, so you can maybe cover 2 hexes to come up adjacent to the enemy. And so therefore, I know on that rolling to close thing, that's not going to give you a lot of momentum. And so, yeah, getting your guys to actually go through with the attack. It's been a long time since I played. Is it a case where they still make the attack, but they do it in a disordered state?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then they're halved. And so then you're just basically hoping you get really lucky.
So that's the effect in the town. And then it's interesting for the British at Talavera, their original position and the historical position was out on that wide open but very stony ridge. In this case, the French team has pressed both of its corps towards the town, and that puts the British defending in a zone of woods and olive groves and orchards. It's a lot like the defense that's done here at Austerlitz. Like if you've seen on the far right, there's been a lot of standing just behind the tree line so that you're deployed in with full firepower, whereas the attackers are in general order or light skirmisher.
Right.
And the British are able to find the same type of terrain in the Talavera map.
Cool. All right.
No, it's been
We'll
very
do some
interesting.
posting of some screenshots.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah,
Look forward to
particularly if
that.
you
That'd be
post some
great.
of that on the Facebook page.
All
I'm
right.
still struck with how beautiful that bar map was that you guys